So we are here with Alina Gavrielatos,
Yes.
this short film, but you're also an artist, like a sculptor artist. You're like a wider kind of spectrum of visual artist. How did you get to that, to write or to conceive this short film? When did all this start?
Yes. Well, I guess you hold it. Um, Basically, I had this idea. I had this idea about the film and the myth. I wanted to incorporate an installation set design that I created, and I wrote a script where performers would act within it, and then I worked with a curator that was putting a project together for the Venice Biennale this year in Italy, and it had to do with the subject of anxiety. So I have three characters, and they all have anxiety for different reasons. And I use the myth for that reason. Yeah.
And have you been traveling around it with like throughout different festivals with this short film? How's the reaction of the audience after watching it?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, well, some of them are impressed, and I have to admit, and a little bit shocked, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what I'm trying to say or what it means. But there's also a lot of humor within it, so it's surprising. It's surprising. In 3 minutes, you can capture the whole myth of Persephone, Hades, and Demeter. Yeah, there's been good response.
In terms of exposing the cultural aspects of the Greek mythology, like is it a big subject for you and your art, like to expose that, to show that, and to promote that around the world, like in your art?
Sure. Yes, very much so. I work a lot with myth and popular culture and folklore. I have a big background in children's illustration and storytelling as well. And I'm also a painter, so I use a lot of motifs within my paintings. Yeah, I love working with the myths, especially Greek myths. I mean, not only because it's my culture, but because they're so full of, wild and obscure stories that you can relate to a lot of situations in everyday life, contemporary life.